welcome. In front of me I have the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, specifications, build quality, and just give you my general thoughts and opinions as I go through it. Kind of like a, first impression. Now, I do want to start off by saying just quickly that I in no way am sponsored by any of the companies, so I can say whatever the hell I want about these devices. But typically, well, not typically, but always, I tend to just give my actual honest opinion about it. So, sometimes some people might not really like it, but that is what it is. So let's just get straight into this. 2 seals to cut through, and come on. There we go. So here we get the device. Actually zoom out a little bit. Some paperwork and an energy rating sticker. So we have about 86 hours of battery life. And then on the other side right here we get, whoa, we get a charger. Would you look at that? Damn. And the cable. Let's quickly take a look at the charger itself. So this is, it's 20 watts, but hey, it's still better than nothing. So by all means, it's pretty nice that it comes included. And the cable is a Type C to Type A. So you can see the Type A right here. Anyway, let's move to the tablet. So we get a 11 and almost and a half inch of display right here with a resolution of 1200 by 2000, so just a little bit over 1080p, below like 2K, but it is only an LCD display that runs at 90 Hz refresh rate with a brightness of about 400 nits. So it's not the brightest display, it's not the most vibrant, nor one with the best contrast ratios or the fastest refresh rate. It is honestly at current times below average, and that would make sense considering this is actually a device that was released in 2024. Wow. Guess I'm a little bit late to this one. Is this like a re-release? Let me just quickly make absolute certain I'm not like taking a look at something that is gonna have different specifications and they just named it the same. So I want to check out the model. So we're looking at model is TB352XU. So let's see if this is the same one. TB352. Yep, that, oh no, that's the FU. Ooh. Okay. So I know this was from like 2025, end of it. So this could potentially be a different one. Let me quickly double check this just to be certain that I'm looking at a correct one, but because I surely wouldn't want to be looking at a wrong one. So I'll pause it and come back with the actual correct info. Okay, so I spent several minutes trying to find this specific model, and the truth is there's like almost no info here that I can find. So luckily there's a decent amount listed right here when it comes down to it. Not enough to kind of like, give me a full picture, but if I'm just kind of guessing right here, what I think is the difference is that this specific model with the XU is just an alternative version of the one that is like I can find info without a problem, which is the FU, but there is a difference. This actually has a faster processor than the FU model of it, which they're named the same exact way. So this is going to be faster than the one that you can actually find literally everywhere. So kind of interesting, but other than that, I genuinely cannot find any kind of info for this device whatsoever, other than what's literally listed right here. Okay, so quickly going into this, the screen size doesn't really change, the same one. So 11.5 with 1200 by 2000 resolution. It is still an LCD, like I was mentioning before, as this is just clearly visible right here. It does have definitely 90 Hz refresh rate, possibly more. I don't know if this is actually 120, as it looks pretty smooth, which would be an improvement over the 90 that the FU one had. But again, this is just literally vibes. And actually, I can check this. I can go into display. There we go. And let's see, we are looking at, what the hell is the refresh rate? What? What? Where is the refresh rate? Okay, we got literally no info here about it. But using it, this is not 60. So it is definitely running a higher refresh rate. For some reason, I just cannot find info about it like anywhere, because I can't even change it. It's first time I ever encountered this, but in any case, let's skip the display. So CPU right here, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 685. Now, this is the difference that I mentioned. The normal K11 Plus gets a 680. So yeah, this is 685. So I think this one, if I remember correctly, was just a newer version of that 6th generation processor. Now, this is a very dated processor. So you can kind of feel it. And like I was mentioning, this is, if by all intents and purposes, a device from like 2024. So 2 years already old, with a already even older processor included in the device at that time. It comes with 128 gigabytes of built-in storage, at least this one specifically, and it has 6 gigabytes of RAM, but I'm pretty sure you can probably get more storage. It is running, surprisingly, Android 15, although surprisingly, wait, what's the newest Android right now? Let me just quickly check my phone. We're running, or at least I am running right now, software information, Android 16. So that is pretty on track to the newest Android, and it hasn't been updated yet. It's straight out of the box without any kind of network connection. So it's basically info right here for this. Like I said, not much I can find about it in terms of specifications. Build quality wise, we have aluminum back, which also means we have aluminum frames, as this is just kind of one piece that wraps around. And this is some kind of plastic inlay right here for some just aesthetic reasons. We have a Type-C charging port at the bottom with speaker grills and a headphone jack. And then at the other side, or top, whichever way you want to classify this as, we have more speakers. We have also power button, volume rockers, and then a little mounting with the pogo pins and this for a magnetic case, which you just can, like, slap in, and you have a keyboard and so on. So in terms of cameras, I can't really tell you what cameras are in here, but I can tell you what they can do, which is most likely a 1080p 30 frames per second. So let's see if I'm correct. Yep, I am correct. So there's nothing to change right here, meaning that we do have only 30 frames, which is something that is expected. Now you can kind of see it right here as well. So both front and back give you 720p 30 and 1080p 30 as well. So, and just to showcase this, there we go, that's the rear one. So obviously you're not going to be using cameras on tablets to capture any kind of meaningful footage. You have phones for that usually. But that being said, the price of this device is at about $270 United States dollars, including tax. So now this could potentially be even more if I would find the exact model that this is. But what I'm finding is the previous one, let me just quickly check. So yeah, what I'm finding is the normal K11 Plus with the 600 or 680 processor instead of the 685 that this one has. So I just assume it's at 260, 80, something along those lines, dollars. It is a relatively pricey tablet even at current times, considering this is not a new one. And generally I would probably recommend actually looking for a newer device. Now when it comes to newer devices, you can actually look at devices such as I think it was Oppo pads, and they do have Oppo Pad SE, I think it was. Yeah, Oppo Pad SE, which could potentially get you a little bit bigger battery life and faster processor than what we have right here, as it's a newer device. So that's the first one that comes to my mind. There's other ones, so you can just kind of check out some other current time tablets instead of this one. Or what you could also alternatively look at, if you're interested in that and having something that is going to be better, is potentially a used, for instance, Galaxy tablet, so Samsung Galaxy tabs. These will be pretty good, even old ones, as they do come with like AMOLED displays and much better processors, as they are primarily flagship devices. And assuming you can get it for about the same price, if you don't mind getting a used one, that would be definitely a better option. It's going to be one that is definitely going to be faster than what we have right here. As what we have right here, it is pretty dated. So with that 685 processor, this is not going to be anything like, groundbreaking. So yeah, now this is kind of like a crappy video, as it was kind of hard to find any kind of info for this, or I couldn't find any info. It wasn't hard, it just doesn't exist by the looks of it. So there was a lot of information missing about this that I'm just not able to tell you. And what I can tell you is that the price that this costs, you can probably find newer devices that have been released sooner to like current times, which would provide you with a longer support for the device. So, more security patches coming to this device for a longer time, newer Android version, along with potentially faster processor, which that shouldn't be difficult. And one that I would be personally looking for is definitely a better display. Now this one actually, for what this is, runs pretty okay-ishly. It is very smudgy in motion. So like this text is very freaking smudgy right here, but it's doing pretty well in keeping up. And the only thing that I just don't like is the LCD aspect of it. So I'll primarily be looking for like AMOLED, but this is personal preference. If you don't mind it, how this looks like, then that's going to be all right. And a lot of tablets on the market use an actually LCD display. One of the ones that don't are going to be the Galaxy Tab S whatevers. So whatever Tab S you pick, those, I think as far as I know, all have AMOLED displays, which give you this much nicer looking display. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to connect Lenovo Tablet K11 Plus to Wi-Fi. To connect your tablet to Wi-Fi, you have to go into Settings, Wi-Fi, turn the Wi-Fi on, and choose Wi-Fi you want to connect to. Type in the password And now it's connected. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down. This way you can access this section called About Tablet. Now choose device name and finally type in whatever you wish to, like Sunny. Once you finish, hit rename. As you can see, after a few seconds, name of my Lenovo has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto rotation. You need to begin by going into Tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen. Now, look for Auto Rotate shortcut, and when you do, click on it. As you can see, mine turned blue. That means that auto rotation is on, but you can switch it off by clicking on the same one until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's begin with the fastest way. Let's open the dialer and enter a code which is *#06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window, we've got the serial number of this device, so just tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's open the settings. In this left section, we need to scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. And here scroll down again to find the status. And scroll down again. And as you can see right here, we've got the serial number of this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'll show you how to use gesture navigation on a Lenovo Tablet K11 Plus. To use gesture navigation, first you'll have to go into Settings, scroll down to General Settings and System Navigation. There, turn on gesture navigation. This will show you quick demos of how to use this. First, to go back, you have to swipe from the side of your screen. To go to home screen, you have to swipe up from the bottom of your screen. And to go into your recent apps, you have to swipe up and hold. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11, and today I would like to show you how you can clean storage. First of all, you need to open the Google folder to find Files app. Click on it, and then tap on those three lines at the top left corner. Select Clean. Tap on Clean under Junk Files. And last but not least, Clear in the pop-up. So when I do that, as you can see, storage of my device was successfully cleaned. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's begin with the fastest way. Let's tap on the dialer. Here tap on the keypad and enter a special code which is *#06#. hash. And as you can see in this pop-out window at the top, we've got the IMEI number of this device, so just tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. And here scroll down again to find the status. And as you can see right here, we've got the IMEI number of this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to show the battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll and find Notifications and Control Center. Then let's scroll down until you'll find the status bar section, and right in the middle we've got battery percentage. All we can do in this device is to either turn it on or off. So now it is on. The battery percentage will be shown inside the battery icon, and this is the only way to show it. I mean, we cannot show it, for example, next to the battery icon. And if you'd like to turn it off, just tap on the switcher, turn it on just by tapping on it again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section scroll down and find Apps. Then we need to scroll and find All Apps and tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on Reset Up Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset. So among others, disabled app notifications and background data restrictions for apps. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so just tap on Reset Apps, and basically this is it. We just need to wait until this process will be finished. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll down and find Security and Privacy. Then let's scroll down again and find More Security and Privacy. Scroll down again and find Encryption and Credentials. So right here we've got the option we're looking for, so Clear Credentials. Just tap on it and confirm it by tapping on OK. If you've got any kind of screen lock, simply enter it to confirm the whole step. That's normal. And not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to enable dark mode on a Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To enable dark mode, you have to swipe down, go into Settings, press on Display, and dark mode. You can also turn on automatic switching and set it from sunset to sunrise to change automatically. When we go back to the home page, you can already see the difference. That's before and after. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to use a floating window on a Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To use a floating window, first you have to choose an app you want the floating window to be. Then swipe up from the bottom of your screen and hold for a second. Then press on the app and choose Floating Window. You can drag it around. You can also resize it and change it to a different mode. Floating window.
split screen or full screen. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to set up Face Unlock on your Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To set up Face Unlock, you'll have to go into Settings, scroll down to Biometrics and Passwords, and press on Facial Recognition. Here you have to choose between Pattern, PIN and Password. Let's use PIN for now. Have to set up a PIN if you don't have it already. You can choose what notifications show up. And here you just press on Add. And now you have to scan your face. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection. It is required. You can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. And then let's open the settings. Here in this left section, we need to scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. And here, let's simply tap on System Update. Now your device will check for the updates, and basically you can meet two different scenarios. So the first one is where your device is up to date and there's nothing to download, just like in my case. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll all the way down to find General Settings. Then scroll all the way down again and find Reset Options. And here we've got two different options. The first one is for mobile network settings, and the second Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Basically, in both, everything works the same. All you need to do is to tap on the option. Here we've got the warning that we cannot undo this action, so just tap on Reset and that's all. And same with mobile network settings. It just looks a little bit different, and here we need to confirm everything with our screen lock. So just enter it, tap on Reset Settings, and that's all. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode right here. So just tap on the video, and if you've got the red color inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. Now let's take a look at this option bar right here on the left, at least in this configuration, and tap on this 3 bars icon. Now the second bar is connected with the resolution. So in this device we've got two different options. 1080p, which is currently applied, it is highlighted, so we can change it only to 720p. Just tap on the option, it will be immediately highlighted, and it means that from now on your device will record the videos in chosen resolution. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can change the fold app. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to tap on this section called Apps. Then choose the fold apps at the top right corner and pick one of those sections you want to manage. For example, I want to change my browser. I have to click on Browser App section, apply Firefox by clicking on it, and go back. So when I do that, as you can see, my default app has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer. Here in this left upper corner we've got 3 bars icons, so just tap on it and tap on Settings. Here we've got the option Blocked Numbers, so just tap on it and now tap on Add a Number. And as you can see, all we need to do here is to simply enter the number that we want to block and tap on Block. And it will immediately appear on the blacklist. This is our blacklist, which means that you will not receive any incoming calls or text messages from this number. You can also block unidentified callers just by tapping on the switcher at the top. It's up to you, you can turn it off the same way. And if you'd like to unblock the number, just tap on this X button right next to it and tap on Unblock. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can check a password in Google Passwords Manager. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down to hit Accounts and Sync. When you're ready, use this icon next to Google, right under Preferred Service. And then search a misclick. And then click on Google Password Manager. Now tap on any password you want to check and enter your screen lock. Then use this eye icon next to your password to make it visible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can resize font. First of all, go into Settings and scroll a tiny bit to tap on this section called Display. Now scroll again, this time to click on Font Size and Text, Display Size and Text, over here. And operate this slider under Font Size to adjust it. You can check out Preview at the top. So when I do that and go back, I can see that size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can delete the password from Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to tap on Accounts and Sync. Then use this icon next to Google and choose Google Password Manager. Now select any password you wanna get rid of, enter your screen lock and click on Delete button. Lastly, confirm your choice in the pop-up. Quick tip, make sure to leave at least one password. Without it, you won't be able to add them manually from Settings. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So first of all, we need to open the recents. Depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. So if you've got the 3-button navigation, simply tap on the button with the square icon or 3 bars icon. And if you've got the gesture, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold your finger somewhere here, so So we can open the recent. And as you can see, this is the full list of previously opened apps. And if you want to, you can close them manually one by one just by swiping them up. But let's be honest, it is not the most efficient way to do it. So all you need to do is to tap on Clear All. It is in the right upper corner. So just tap on it and we can open the recents to check. And here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can add photos to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, click on this icon of the camera and the photo at the bottom on the left. And then click on all of your photos you want to send. Lastly, just send them. If you want to take a photo within Messages app, use the same button, and this time click on this camera icon. Adjust your camera, snap a picture, and then just send it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'll show you how to change your wallpaper on a Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To change your wallpaper, you have to swipe down from the top of your screen, go into Settings, Personal Customization, and here you can choose from many wallpapers there are on the device. Let's choose this one for example, Set as Wallpaper, and here you can choose to set it as a screen wallpaper, desktop wallpaper, or both. I'll set it as both, and now if we return to the home screen, you can see we have the wallpaper. And if we power off and back on, there's our new lock screen. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'll show you how to use split screen on the Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To use split screen, you have to choose two apps to use at the same time. Let's say in our case it's going to be the Notes app, because I want to study. We hold down on the notepad icon, and here you have split screen. And now let's choose Chrome, because let's say I'm studying. And now you can choose two apps simultaneously. You can also make one app bigger, one app smaller. And you can change them up by double tapping this small line. And to get out of this mode, you just have to swipe up from the bottom of your screen. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can change this device's theme. Begin by holding your display, then select Personal Customization on the left. Select Theme. Pick any of those by clicking on the best one for you. I will go with Magic Color Time Mirror and hit Apply. So when I go back to check it out, theme of my device has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everyone
everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to record your screen on a Lenovo Tablet K11 Plus. To record your screen, all you have to do is swipe down from the top of your screen and find a button labeled Screen Record. Press on that, and then a small pop-up shows up. Then you just have to press on the red circle and the screen recording starts. To finish the recording, press on the small red circle, and to access it you have to go into your photos, on device, and here you have a screen recorder. And that's where you'll find your video. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can edit password in Passwords Manager. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling to click on Accounts and Sync. Then use this icon next to Google under Preferred Service and choose Google Password Manager. Now tap on any password you wanna edit and enter your screen lock. Hit Edit button. Change whatever you want to. And when you're ready, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to adjust brightness and eye care on a Lenovo Tablet K11 Plus. To adjust brightness, you either have to swipe down from the top of your screen and use this slider right here, or go into Settings, Display, and adjust the brightness here. About eye care, you have to swipe down and eye protection mode, and if you turn it on, you can see the screen gets warmer. You can also adjust the intensity and put it on a schedule: none, custom time, or sunset to sunrise. Now, this is before eye protection mode, and this is after. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all your downloads. First of all, you need to find Google folder and click on it. Then select Files app that's already on your tablet. After tapping on it, if you never used it before, make sure to tap on Continue. Now tap on Downloads category, and to open any of your downloaded files, click on it on the left. Now to manage this file, you can use all of those options at the top right corner, or simply click on those three dots. Misclick. Those three dots on the right, then pick whatever you want to from this list. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings And here in this left section, we need to scroll and find Personal Customization. Here, let's scroll a little bit down to find different albums from which we can choose the wallpaper from. Here we've got local albums, so we can set our own photo as a wallpaper. Here we've got some dynamic wallpapers, and basically those that are pre-installed. Here we've got static options, and here the battery wallpaper, which is animated, and it will change according to the battery status. So all you need to do is to find the wallpaper that you'd like to use and tap on it. I'll pick maybe this one, so just tap on the wallpaper and now tap on Set as Wallpaper. Here we can decide where we want to set it, so as a lock screen, a desktop, both. And I think I'll pick both options, so let me tap on it. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been played successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to set date and time on your Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To set your date and time, you'll have to swipe down from the top of your screen, press on Settings, then go into General Settings, Date and Time, and here you can either set it automatically or manually. Let's say May 15th, and time 10 a.m. If you set it back to automatic, it will automatically change to your current date. Same goes for time zone. You can set it automatically or choose it manually. Let's say we're from Belgium, and this will set it to a different time zone. And you can also put it back to automatic. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto brightness. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Display. Then scroll again, but this time use this switcher next to Adaptive Brightness to switch it on or turn it off. If you want to, you can also go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen and click on Brightness slider. This way you can adjust auto brightness by tapping on sign icon in the middle. If it's blue, auto brightness is on. To switch it off, click again until it's gray. To exit this section, just tap on blurry area of your screen. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can delete Google search bar from home screen. All you need to do is hold it and wait for this pop-up to show. When it does, tap on Remove and wait. As you can see, after a few seconds, my search bar was successfully deleted. Now, if you ever wanna restore it, just hold your screen and tap on the widgets at the bottom in the middle. Then you need to scroll to find Google. Click on it, scroll here, and then select search bar. It will automatically go on your screen, but you can always hold it and move it wherever you wish to. When you finished, click Home button. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app. And currently we are in the standard photo mode, which is great. So now we can take a look at this option bar, which is in this configuration on the left. And now tap on the 3 bars icon. So this bar, so the last bar, let's say, is connected with the timer. In this device, we've got 3 options. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. We've got off, 3 and 10 seconds delay. Let me choose 10 seconds delay. It is highlighted. We've got also the information right here. So now all we need to do is to tap on the shutter button, and from now on our device will count down from 10 or 3, depending on which option we've chosen. And after that time, it will simply take a photo. All right, so this is how it works, and you can do you can turn it off the same way. So just tap on the 3 bars icon and tap on off, so this crossed out icon, and now your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. All right, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll down and find apps. Then let's tap on Special App Access, which is right here. Scroll and find Install Unknown Apps. So right here we've got the apps that are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. So let's pretend I'd like to download the app from Chrome, from a specific browser. So just tap on the Chrome and tap on the switcher next to allow from the source. And after getting back, you can see that the Chrome is now allowed to install some content, and be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can always remove previously granted permissions. Just tap on the app and tap on the switcher, and after getting back, you can see that the Chrome is not allowed to install anything. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can enable suggestion strip at the top of your keyboard. First of all, you need to open Devices Settings and scroll all the way down. Then tap on the General Settings available here. Now click on Keyboard, On-Screen Keyboard, and Gboard on the left. Finally, choose Corrections and Suggestions to scroll and use this switcher next to Suggestion Strip. When it's blue, you can close Settings and check out your keyboard. As you can see, Suggestion Strip was successfully enabled. Quick tip, now thanks to your Suggestion Strip, you can click on this gear icon and get into keyboard settings in a few seconds. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off autocorrection. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to tap on the General Settings available here. Then tap on Keyboard, On-Screen Keyboard, and Gboard on the left. Now just tap on Corrections and Suggestions to tap on this switcher next to autocorrection. Thanks to it, you can switch it off or turn it on. Quick tip, if you decide that you do want to use it, tap on it on the left, and this way get access to this option called Undo Autocorrect on Backspace. You can manage it thanks to this switcher. Personally, I find it very helpful, but if you won't like it, you already know where to switch it off. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can operate voice recorder. First of all, you need to find the recorder app that's already on your Lenovo and click on it. Then use this blue button at the bottom to start recording. As you can see, recording is on. To pause it or unpause it, use the same button. To add a bookmark, click on the left one. And to end it and save it, on the right one. Now to access it, tap at the top right corner. And then tap on it to play it. If you wish to manage it, hold it instead. And use all of those options. You can share it thanks to right button. Rename it thanks to the middle one. Or get rid of it by tapping on the left one. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to activate automatic software updates on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. Then let's tap on System Update, which is right here, and tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Here we've got update settings, so just tap, and here we've got two options that are worth activating, let's say. So the first one is auto update, which means that your device will automatically download and install the update whenever it is connected to the internet. So just make sure that this switcher looks like it. And here I also recommend keeping this option turned on, because thanks to it, your device will upgrade everything overnight. So usually it happens during the time that you're sleeping. Right here it is marked, mentioned between 2 and 4 a.m., which is usually the time that you're sleeping. So I highly recommend to do that, because you will open the eyes the next day and you will have a brand new update applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to change your font size and display size on a Lenovo Tablet K11 Plus. To change the font size and display size, first you have to swipe down from the top of your screen and go into Settings. Then go into Display, swipe down to find Display and Size text. And here you have two sliders. First makes the font size bigger or smaller, and the second one makes the display size bigger or smaller. You can also set it to bold text. That's how it would look like. Now let's put it down to smaller again. And that's how it looks like. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can find all typing options. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to tap on the General Settings available here. When you're ready, tap on Keyboard, On-Screen Keyboard, and the Gboard on the left. Now choose Corrections and Suggestions to tap on all of those switches next to all of those features. This way you can switch them off or turn them on. Quick tip: to get into those sections of your settings right away, scroll and tap on this switcher next to suggestion strip. When it's blue, you can close settings and launch your keyboard. Then click on gear icon at the top of it and get into keyboard settings, including corrections and suggestions right away. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off location. First, go into Tab menu. To do that, swipe down from the top right corner of your screen. Then you need to find a location shortcut. If you can't find it here, hold this line and drag it down. Then look for your shortcut. Once you find it, tap on it. And if you see this pop-up, select Close to disable location. So when I go back, as you can see, my shortcut turned gray. That means that location is off, but you can switch it on by clicking on the same one until it's blue. Quick tip: you can also go into settings and scroll to tap on location over here. Then manage it thanks to this switcher at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it using Bluetooth. First of all, you need to open Settings and tap on Bluetooth. Now use this switcher at the top right corner if it's not already on, and wait for available devices to show. When they do, tap on the one you wanna connect to. Then tap on this icon next to allow access to your contacts and call history to enable or disable it, and select Pair. Wait for the other device to accept your connection request. And as you can see, after a few seconds, my devices were successfully connected. To manage this connection, tap on tiny icon next to your paired device. And check out all of those options, including Forget. In this case, confirm your choice in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can set up Face Unlock. Firstly, open Settings and scroll to click on Biometrics and Password. Then choose Face Recognition and enter your current login method. Scroll, tap on this icon next to Enable Raise to Wake to disable or enable it, and hit Add. Keep your face in frame and follow all of the instructions from your screen. Tap on Done and make sure that this option called Unlock Device with Facial Recognition is on. Then manage all of those however you wish and go back. So let's check out if it worked. When I switch off my screen, turn it back on and look at it, I can see that Face Unlock is working properly. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can select and delete multiple photos at once. First of all, you need to launch Photos app and decide if you want to delete them from Photos or Collections. Let's start with Collections. Select one of your folders. Hold one of your pictures. And then use those dots at the top left corners to pick multiple right away. To keep some, tap on the chosen ones. And to get rid of the rest, use this bin at the top right corner. Then confirm your choice in the pop-up. If you want to delete them from Photos, hold one. Do exactly the same, but this time bin icon is located at the bottom. Click on it and confirm your choice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off app notifications. First, go into Settings and scroll to choose Notifications and Control Center. Now tap on App Notifications here. And before doing anything, tap on Most Recent to sort your apps and see ones with most recent notifications, most frequent notifications, all apps on your Lenovo, or only apps with notifications disabled. Wherever you decided, when you're ready, use blue switchers next to your apps to block notifications from them, or gray ones to turn them back on. Quick tip, you can also tap on any app on the left, disable or enable notifications over here, but also check out and manage all of those notification options for chosen app. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to forcefully restart your device. So let's be honest, it is the most annoying thing when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to swipe and anything works, and basically the device doesn't respond to the touches, you cannot do anything. And force restart seems like the only way to fix that. So all you need to do is to press the power button, which is located right here, and the volume down button, which is located right here, and press them long enough until you'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. So basically just use the combination of keys that is used for the screenshot. However, just press it for approximately 10 seconds. Let me try to do it. It is not really comfortable, but let me try. Both of those buttons together. And we've made a screenshot, but let's ignore it and keep pressing both of those buttons. Keep pressing, and we've got the black screen, which is a really good sign. I felt the vibration, we've got the developer's logo, so now we can release our fingers and basically now wait until our device will be fully powered on again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this section we need to scroll and find the display. Here in the display, let's scroll down and localize the screen timeout option and tap on it. And as you can see here, we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top, we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds. And almost at the very bottom, we've got the longest option, which is 30 minutes, the longest time option, and even never, which means that your device will never black out automatically. So all you need to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll pick 10 minutes. As you can see, sometimes our device will ask us to actually verify whether we are trying to change the screen timeout. So just enter your screen lock to confirm everything. And as you can see, now the 10 minutes option is marked. It is also visible right here, which means that from now on, after 10 minutes of inactivity, this device will black out. Moreover, if you do not have this 30 minutes and never option, check our tutorial of how to set never screen timeout in this specific device, so I can show you how to actually activate that feature. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to set your own photo as a wallpaper in this device. So changing the wallpaper to one that is pre-installed on this device is quite easy. However, setting your own photo might be quite tricky, so I'd like to focus on it in this video. Let's begin with opening the settings. Here in this left section, let's scroll and find personal customization. And right here, we've got different albums from which we can choose the wallpaper from, but we need to find local albums, which will simply transfer us after tapping to our own files, our own photos. So basically, all you need to do is to find the photo that you'd like to use. So I'll pick this one. And now, after tapping on it, you need to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Let's tap on it. Here we've got the option Use As, so just tap on it, and now we can choose Wallpaper. So right here we can change the position of the wallpaper, so just position it like you want to, and then tap on Set Wallpaper, and then we can decide where you want to set it, so as a home screen, lock screen, or both. I'll choose both options, so let me tap on it. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been applied successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll down and find General Settings. Then let's tap on Date and Time. And right now, date, time, and time zone options are inactive. It is because we are using the automatic time and the time zone. So first of all, we need to turn off both of those switchers here, and now we can freely tap on date and choose the date from the calendar, tap on the day, and tap on OK. And the same situation with the time. Just tap on it, choose it from the clock, first of all hours, then minutes, and tap on OK. It will be immediately set. The time zone, just tap on Select Time Zone, choose region, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available regions, so find yours and tap on it. It will be also immediately set, and of course the time will be affected by the time zone. The time format, right now we are using the automatic one, which is a local default, but we can turn it off and decide, let's say, manually. So now we've got the 12-hour format, and if you want to use 24-hour one, just tap on the switcher next to it. And basically this is it. If you'd like to get back to all previous settings, so the automatic options, just tap on those switchers right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'll show you how to change languages and a keyboard on a Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To change your language, you'll have to swipe down from the top of your screen and go to Settings. Then go to General Settings, Languages, and System Language. And here you can either change from a language you already have, or add another language. You can change it or keep it as current. So let's keep current, which in our case is English. And to change your keyboard, you have to go back from languages and go into keyboard, on-screen keyboard, Gboard, languages, and here you can add another keyboard. And you have many different types of layouts. Let's just use QWERTY, and here we have more keyboards.
that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and then we can open the Play Store. Of course, you will be able to follow my steps if you've got your Google account added to the device. You can either do it after entering the Play Store, or you can do it using the settings. If you don't want to do it on your own, you can check our tutorial of how to add or remove a Google account in this specific device, so we can just guide you through all of these steps. So now we are in the Google Play Store. We need to tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is our account, and then tap on Manage Apps and Device. Here, let's tap on Updates Available, and basically here we've got the list of all updates pending. Usually you will have much more options here. They are obviously connected with the apps that are currently installed on your device. And here it basically depends what you want to do. You can either tap on Update All, and your device will update all of the apps that are listed right here, or you can go through the list and find the app that you want to update and tap on Update next to it. So basically it's up to you. And after that, your device will automatically download and install all of the updates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'll show you how to sign in into a Google account on the Lenovo tablet K11 Plus. To sign into a Google account, first you'll have to go into Settings, scroll down to Accounts and Sync, and Add Account. Google. And here we have to verify if it's us. So let's type in our password. And type in your email. And now we'll have to enter a password, so I'll be right back. Now we press on Next. It's showing us to save a password, but for now, let's not save it. I agree. And that's how you add a Google account. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So let's start with opening the browser. In my case it will be Google Chrome, but no worries because this operation is pretty similar in all of the browsers which are commonly used, so I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. So now all we need to do is to tap on this three dots icon in the right upper corner and then tap on Delete Browsing Data. Here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies cache, and other site data. We can change the time range here from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 4 weeks. It's up to you. And then tap on Delete Data. However, if you'd like to remove some advanced browsing history, just tap on More Options, and here we've got them. So saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. If you want to remove something, make sure that it is marked. I will remove everything. Again, here we have to change the time range separately. So let's choose whatever you want and tap on Delete Data. And usually our device will simply come back to this home page and show us the information that it was deleted. But if not, it's still okay. You can check whether the history was removed by tapping on the three dots icon and tap on History. And as you can see, right now it is empty, which means that we just successfully removed it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can check all specifications of this device. Begin by opening Play Store and downloading free app called DevCheck Device and System Info from Flirt2 Developer, not sponsored by the way. When your app is ready, launch it. And thanks to it, learn all the information about your device's dashboard, hardware, system, battery, network, apps, camera, and sensors. Quick tip: when you go into dashboard, make sure to click on all of those sections, not only to read all about it from this pop-up, but because by tapping on settings at the bottom right corner of each one, you will get transferred to this section in your device's settings right away. It also works when you click on gear icons at the top right corners. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can connect it to printer. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on More Connections over here. Now scroll again, this time to tap on Printing right under Cast. Select the default print service or any other service you have and wanna use. Don't worry, they all turn on in the same way. And make sure this switcher is blue. Your device is now looking for a printer, and when it finds one, it will connect to it. Quick tip: if you're still struggling to connect, enable print service and wait for 3 dots to appear at the top right corner. Click on them, hit Add Printer, and use this switcher next to Wi-Fi Direct Printing. Make sure to select Allow for it to work. Hit Find Wi-Fi Direct Printers and wait for your tablet to find yours. If it also doesn't work, you can tap on Add Printer by IP address, import it here, and select Add to connect manually. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to manage the system navigation on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section, we need to scroll all the way down to find General Settings. Then let's tap on System Navigation, which is at the very top. And as you can see here, we've got 2 different options. So let me start with the 3-button navigation. Simply tap on this option, and instead of the line, we've got 3 buttons. As you can see here, we can reorder back button and the resend, so it's up to you which configuration is more comfortable for you. We can also set the gestures just by tapping on this option here. Here you can auto hide the navigation handle, so just tap on confirm, and as you can see, if you're not the biggest fan of this line, you can just hide it. Basically, if you want to get back to the previous page, just swipe your finger from the side to the center and release it, and the same situation from the left side. If you'd like to come back directly to the home page, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and make sure that this motion is quick and short, so something like that. And if you'd like to open the recent, repeat the gesture, so from the bottom to the center, but hold your finger somewhere here, so something like that. And here we've got the recents. We can also change between apps quickly just by swiping our finger from the left to the right or right to left at the very bottom of the screen. So this is how it works. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can operate vibration setting. First of all, go into Devices Settings and scroll a tiny bit to click on this section called Sound and Vibration. Now scroll until you see Vibration and Haptics. Tap on it and use this switcher at the top right next to Use Vibration and Haptics to switch them on or turn them off. If you decided to enable them, check out all of those switches next to all of those features to enable or disable haptic feedback for them. First, ring vibration. If you decided to enable this one, you can also enable vibrate first, then ring gradually. Notification vibration, alarm vibration, touch feedback, and media. When you're done with all of those, go back. Most people miss though that you can also tap on other sounds and use this switcher next to charging sounds and vibration to enable or disable this option as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can set up screen lock. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Biometrics and Passwords. Now choose Passwords over here and pick one of those login methods. Swipe, pattern, pin, or password. Personally, I never recommend swipe because it doesn't give you any security whatsoever. Just this swiping animation. Pointless. So if you want to protect your tablet, pick one of those. Let's go with pattern. Create it, and if you made a mistake, hit clear and redo it. When you're ready, repeat it to confirm it and select Done. Now pick one of those options to adjust lock screen notifications. Show sensitive content only when locked. Show sensitive content only when unlocked. Don't show notifications at all. Whatever you decided, when you finished, hit Done. So now let's check out if it worked. When I switch off my screen, turn it back on and swipe up, icons that pattern is required. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. Sorry for that. And here in this left section we need to scroll and find sound and vibration. Now let's scroll down and find ringtone section and tap on this first option, phone ringtone. So here we've been transferred to the full list of available ringtones from which we can choose. At the top we've got the option None, which means that after choosing it, your device will not use any kind of sound to notify about the incoming call. And on the other hand, at the bottom of the screen, actually, not at the bottom of the list, we've got the option choose from music or choose from recorder. So basically, if you've got something recorded or downloaded from the internet, for example, you will be able to choose it from the list. Your device will show it to you here, and you can set it as your ringtone. So if you want to choose something from the pre-installed ringtones, simply tap on the specific one. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is how it works. All you have to do, let's pretend I'd like to set maybe the Savannah. as my ringtone. So just mark it, make sure that it is marked, and then go back. And as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, our device will use the chosen ringtone to notify us about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can add audio or video file to text message. First of all, you need to launch Messages app and select or create a chat. Wherever you decided, when you're ready to create a voice memo within Messages app, use this icon at the bottom right corner. Then tap on microphone 1 to start recording. From here, you can tap on the middle button again and decide if you want to attach or restart your message. You can also end it by tapping attach right away and listen to it here. If you want to add already existing audio file, use this plus on the left and tap on Files. Now pick your audio one from one of those apps by tapping on Audio at the top or clicking on those 3 lines at the top left corner to select it from one of those sources. Either way, when you find it, click on it. If you want to add a video file, click on this icon of a camera and the photo on the left and click on your video. Unfortunately, you won't be able to record it within the Messages app, so you need to pre-record it and then click on it here. Lastly, just send it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to enable the Nightlight or a comfort mode. So we will start with the customization of this mode, and after that I'll show you much faster access to it. So let's begin with opening the settings, and in this left section scroll and find the display. Then scroll down again and localize eye protection mode and tap on it. And now we need to tap on this switcher to actually turn it on. Now you can see that the screen turns a little bit yellowish or amber. It is in order to filter the blue light. What's more, it will be much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light. So if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. You can change the intensity just by using this switcher. By going to the left, you can make it cooler, and by going to the right, much warmer. So of course set it on the position which is the most comfortable for you, and here you can schedule that feature. So none is basically manual option. You can turn it on at custom time, so you can freely choose the start and the end time just from this clock, and your device will apply the mode accordingly. Or you can turn it on from sunset to sunrise, and here your device will automatically decide when the sunsets and sunrises are. It is location based. Alright, so this is the whole customization of the eye comfort mode, and if you'd like to have much faster access to it, simply unroll the top bar. Let's unroll it fully. And here we need to find the eye comfort mode, which is right here. So this eye icon. Just tap on it to turn it on, and tap on it again to turn it off. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll and find About Tablet, so at the very bottom of the list. Now we need to localize a special number which is called build number or software version. We will test it. Let me open model and hardware. Not really. So let's keep tapping on the software version, which is the equivalent of the build number, and keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. If you've got any kind of screen lock, you need to enter to confirm the whole step. So let me do it. And as you can see, now we are a developer. To enter the developer options, we need to take a look at this left section and go to General Settings. Here, let's scroll all the way down and enter developer options. And right here, we've got the advanced options, which are available in this device, and basically everything works the same, just like in the regular settings. So if you've got the option with the switcher, simply tap on it to open, to actually activate the option, and tap on it again to turn it off. If you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can simply turn them off just by tapping on the switcher, which is at the top of the screen. And now most of the options will be inactive, and after getting back, you can see that the developer options simply disappear from the system settings. But of course, no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build numbers tab and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here in this left section we need to scroll and find general settings. So if you've got a foreign language applied, just localize the option with the gear icon and tap on it. Now, as you can see, we've got two sections. So just take a look at the second section and choose the first option, which is languages. Now let's tap on this first option, which is system languages. And here we've got the, let's say, applied languages added. So if you've got the language that you'd like to use right here, all you need to do is to tap on it, and your device will immediately apply it to the top of the list, and it will also apply it to the whole system. So it's quite easy if you've got your language here. If not, just tap on this plus icon, and now you will be transferred to this full list of available languages from which you can choose. So find your language and tap on it, and choose the region, just by tapping on it, of course. And your device will ask you whether you want to set the new language as a default one. So it is crucial to tap on this option on the right, which is change. Just tap on it. And as you can see, right now we've got our new language at the top, and the whole system will be displayed in this language. Let me quickly change to English. Just tap on it. And now if you'd like to remove the languages from this list, just tap on Edit in the right upper corner, mark the languages that you'd want to remove, and tap on Delete. Tap on Remove, and we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can operate apps permission. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to click on this section called Security and Privacy. Now scroll again, but this time tap on Privacy Controls. Select Permission Manager and pick any feature you wanna manage. For example, let's go with Camera. Tap on one of your apps under one of those sections, which are allowed all the time, allow only while in use, or not allowed. They are different for each section. For example, when you click on Calendar, you will have only allowed and not allowed. Either way, after picking an app, you need to apply one of those options here. Allow only while using the app, ask every time, or don't allow. Let's go with first option. When I tap and go back, I can see that my Google Drive just gained access to my camera while I'm using this app. But what I like to do is pick any feature just to find an app I want to manage, like going into Contacts only to access my Gmail. Then tap on tiny text at the bottom, see all permissions, and operating all of those only for chosen app, the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use Keyboard Clipboard. Begin by opening your keyboard and then tapping on this icon of a clipboard at the top of it. Now use this switcher at the top right corner to activate it, and when you're ready, this arrow at the top left one to go back. Now, to use clipboard, copy or cut any text. Then paste it instantly by clicking on it at the top of your keyboard. Or to paste it later on, tap on clipboard and select your text over here. Now, if you wish to paste it after an hour, you need to pin it or it will disappear. To do that, hold it and use pin icon. You can unpin it the same way. Also, by holding it, you can edit it and hit save. If you want to, you can hold it again, this time to delete it. Quick tip: to delete it faster, swipe it to the right or to the left. You can also use this pen at the top right corner, select multiple things from clipboard and pin them or remove them. To disable clipboard completely, use the same switcher as before. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Oppo Reno 15F, and today I would like to show you how you can set up app lock. Start by opening Settings and scrolling to tap on Security and Privacy. Now scroll all the way down to tap on App Lock under Special Features. Finally, use this switcher next to App Lock and then hit Settings in this pop-up to set up privacy password that will be used to lock your apps. Tap on Use a different password type to select the best one for you: 4 digits, 6 digits, 4 to 16 digits, pattern or alphanumeric, and finally create it. Repeat it to confirm it. Hit Link or Not Now to link it to your account. And then choose Question. You can pick this one by answering it here. Tap on it to pick any of those, or create any of question. Create the best question for you by tapping on Custom Question. Input it, hit Confirm, and make sure to answer it correctly below. Finally, hit Done. Now to lock any app, use gray switcher next to it and go back. So when I go back to try to enter any of those apps, I can see that privacy password is required. If you want to disable app lock from any app, go back to the same section, enter privacy password and use no blue switchers. To disable app lock fully on your Oppo, use blue switcher right next to it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to enable the Google backup on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection because it is required, and then let's open the settings. Here in this left section, we need to scroll down and find the option General Settings. Here, scroll down again and find Backup. So right here we've got the backup details. However, obviously we do not have our Google account added. So just tap on Turn On and we will be transferred to the Sign In or Create Google Account section. So tap on Next. Tap on Add Account, and of course if you've got your Google account added, it will simply appear somewhere here in the list, so you can tap on it and use it. If not, just tap on Add Account. Confirm everything with your screen lock, of course. Here we have to decide who's going to use this device, so just mark the option. Here we can create the new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it and tap on Next. So here we need to enter the password. So simply do it and tap on Next. Here we've got Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. You can tap on them to learn more and tap on I agree after reading. Here we can decide what kind of data you'd like to backup, so photos and videos or other device data. Just mark the option and tap on Confirm. And here we just successfully added our backup account. If you want to, you can tap on the specific section and you can check the backup details. You can check what has already been backed up, advanced settings, and I highly recommend to keep this option turned off. So to finish everything, simply tap on Backup Now and confirm everything with your screen lock, of course. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to set 30 minutes of screen time or even never without any third-party apps. So in this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to use the existing settings that are already in the system in order to actually extend the screen timeout to 30 minutes or to never. So first of all, let me show you what kind of options I've got. So let's open the settings. Here in this left section, we need to go to the display. Here, scroll down and localize screen timeout. And as you can see, I've got those standard options from 15 seconds to 10 minutes. But we can actually apply or unlock the 30 minutes or never. So all we need to do is to localize this left section and scroll all the way down to find About Tablet. Now we need to scroll down and find software version. So this is the equivalent of the build number in different devices. Basically, right now we are trying to open developer options. So all you need to do is to keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. And of course, if you've got any kind of screen lock, you need to enter it to confirm the whole step. All right, now we've got this information. We are a developer, so we can take a look at this left section again and go to General Settings. Now let's scroll down and find developer options. And as you can see right here, we've got this option. Screen timeout shows options for 30 minutes or never. So all we need to do is to simply tap on the switcher here. You can turn off the developer options just by tapping on the switcher. Let's do it. As you can see, most of the options will be inactive. And now we can go back to the display settings and check whether we've applied additional options. So just go to the display. Here, let's scroll down. Tap on screen timeout, and as you can see, we've got two additional options, 30 minutes or never. You can just tap on the option to change it. Sometimes it will require screen lock. Not always, but sometimes. And as you can see, now we've got 30 minutes of screen timeout applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in pop-up view. First of all, select an app you want to use in this view and launch it in the background. Now hold it until you see this pop-up. Once you do, click on floating window, and then enjoy using your app in this little window. To move it around, click on it at the top and hold those three dots. To scale it and even reshape it, hold one of its bottom corners and drag it. If you want to close your window quickly, you can hold this line at the bottom and swipe it up. You can also just swipe it in the background, like that, if you want to close it fully. Quick tip, most people miss that you can actually click on those three dots you are using to move your window and check out all of those options. This one to close your window, this one on the left to use it in full screen view, and my personal favorite, switching from pop-up to split screen. To do that, use this icon here. Select second app you wanna use and enjoy operating in both at once. If you want to go back to the pop-up, click at the top of your app, select the same three dots, and this time click on this icon here of a floating window. Then tap on Home button. And go back to the window in the background. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can add a password to Google Passwords Manager. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to tap on Accounts and Sync. Then use this icon next to Google under Preferred Service. This way you will get access to Google Password Manager. If you don't have Add a Password option, that means that you never added a password before, like in my case. Now, to change it, hit Settings on the left and make sure Offer to Save Passwords option is on. Then go back. Leave settings opened in the background, we will go back to them, and log in into any website or any app that requires an account. Then wait for the pop-up to show. When it does, hit Save at the bottom right corner and go back to Settings. Click on the same icon next to Google. Choose Google Password Manager if it didn't automatically open. And as you can see, my password is here along with Add a Password option. Now when you click on it, you can add any password manually. To do it now, at the top, input any website, or click Select App and tap on a chosen one. Then enter your username, email or phone number, password, and even take some helpful notes. When you're ready, hit Save at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use voice typing. First of all, launch your keyboard. Now, if you don't have this microphone at the top right corner, click on gear icon first. Select voice typing and enable it thanks to this switcher. You can also enable emojis on toolbar. I will show you what's going on in a second. You will always be able to disable them later on, so don't worry. Tap on microphone, select while using the app in this pop-up, and start typing. As you can see, voice typing is on. To stop, tap on the same microphone or simply stop talking. Quick tip, tap on your microphone and select tiny icon right next to it. This one. Now, hit blue button at the bottom right corner, and then enjoy using voice typing from this toolbar. If you want to move it around, hold it and drag it. If you want to delete text on the go, use this button with an X. If you enabled the emojis on toolbar I told you before, click on this icon of an emoji and add them. You can close emoji keyboard thanks to this X at the top right corner. If you wish to, you can manage some options by clicking on this icon on the left. Like for example, switch your language, or go into those settings right away. If you want to go back to standard keyboard, click on keyboard icon also on the left. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to add or remove a Google account in this device. So the first and the most important thing, make sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required to accomplish both of those actions. So either add or remove a Google account in this device, because we need the server connection. So internet, and now we can move to the settings. Here in this left section, let's scroll and find accounts and sync. And as you can see, I already have my Google account added to the device, but that's okay. We will simply start with removing the account. So all you need to do is to tap on the account and tap on remove account. Tap on remove account, tap on OK to confirm, and enter your screen lock, if you've got one of course, to confirm the whole step. And as you can see, our device will actually immediately remove the Google account, so it's quite easy. If you want to add the account, just tap on this plus icon, tap on Google, and again, make sure that you've got the internet connection. Again, we need to verify ourselves, so just enter the screen lock. Now we have to decide actually who's going to use this device, so an adult or a teen, in my case. And in this section, we can either create a new account if you do not have your own yet, or simply type your email or phone. So let me do it. We've got it saved. Great. And tap on next. And be patient, because sometimes connecting to the server might take a while. So, all right. So right here, we need to enter the password. All right. And tap on next. So here we've got Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. You can tap on them to learn more, and tap on I agree after reading. All right, so here we can decide about the backup, whether we want to use it or not. I don't want to, so I will just tap on Don't Backup. And as you can see, we just successfully added our Google account to this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can change and customize your keyboard's theme. Begin by launching your keyboard and tapping on this icon of a color palette at the top of it. Now you can scroll and click on those icons at the top right corners. This way you will see all available themes. Tap on the best one. Manage keyboarders thanks to this switcher, and when you're ready, hit apply. This way the Move My Keyboard has changed. If you wish to customize it though, which is my personal favorite, click on the same icon, and this time use +1 under My Themes. Now tap on a photo you wanna apply as your new keyboard's background. Pinch it to scale, drag it to move, and hit Next. Adjust brightness by swiping left or right. Hit Done. Manage keyboarders and tap on Apply. If you wish to edit any of your keyboards, go back to the same section, and when it comes to downloaded ones, tap on the chosen one, and to get rid of it from My Theme section, use this bin at the top right corner. Then choose Yes. And if you want to ever get back to it, just download it the same way as you would before. When it comes to custom themes, click on it, and to edit it, click on this pen at the top right corner. Then make your changes. Choose Next. Then save, and tap on Apply. To get rid of any of your custom themes, you can tap on this bin at the top right corner. Make sure to be sure of your choice because you will have to create it all over again. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to check the total screen time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here in this left section we need to scroll and find the option that is called Digital Wellbeing and Parental Controls. Let's tap on it. Then so right here you will see the graph that will show you for how long we've been using this device today. So as you can see, in my case it is 3 hours and 20 minutes, and most of the time I've spent on the settings. We've got also unlocks and notifications count, and basically if you'd like to check some further details, you can tap inside the graph and you will be transferred to the dashboard where you can check the screen time in particular days of the week. You can compare them. Of course, if you've got more records, you can tap on them, and under it you will have different data, so you can, for example, check the screen time for the specific app. Moreover, here we can tap on the specific app, for example settings, and again we've got the dashboard, but this time it is tightly connected with this one app. We can change the screen time to notifications received and times opened, and from daily to hourly, so the graph will look a little bit different. So this is how it works. And I also wanted to mention the app limiter, because I think it could be useful if you see that you're spending too much time on the specific app, like for example in my case on the settings. Basically go to ways to disconnect here, tap on app timers, and this is the full list of the apps that are currently installed on this device. And let's pretend I'm spending too much time on the camera. Now we have to tap on this hourglass icon next to it, and we can set the timer. So for example, we can set it for 30 minutes, which means that we will be able to use the app for 30 minutes during a day, and after that time the app will be blocked. You can also block it immediately just by setting 0 minutes. Tap on OK. And as you can see here, we've got the camera. It is a little bit grayed out, let's say. And after trying to open it, you will see this information that the timer ran out and we cannot really open it. So I think it is a really great option, especially if you want to limit the time you're spending on the screen or the specific app. Of course, it is not perfect because you can only enter the settings and then just turn off the timer by tapping on this trash bin icon, but still, I think it is a really good first step to simply limit the time we are spending on the screen. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can insert SIM and SD card into this device. So, to get started, you'll first want to grab a SIM ejector similar to this one, which will come provided with the device in the box, but typically it won't look as nice as this one. You usually get this kind of like piece of metal that is just cut out from, it just looks crap. But if you can find any of those, either a tool that looks nice or not nice, what you could do is use a paper clip, straighten out one of the ends, and as long as it doesn't have that plastic wrapping around it, which you can potentially cut off, it should work just as well as many of these tools. So once you have either one of those, you can pop out the tray, which is located on the same side where you have your volume and power button. So for me, it's right over here. And there's this cutout and there's a hole inside of it, so that's where you want to insert your tool. That sounds wrong, but let's ignore that. And you want to push it in. Well, still sounds wrong. Once you do, you can see that the tray pops out enough for you to pull it out. On the tray, you have space for a SIM card and SD card, one of each. So grab your, for instance, SD card, place it like so here, and SIM card as well. Now you want to be careful with these. There's nothing really holding these cards in place, so they can easily just come loose out of the tray, specifically when you're inserting back into the device. Now the tray isn't going back in there easily all the way, or for me it's still protruding a little bit, but this is already like it's supposed to be. There we go. Make sure you're not just trying to force it in there. Sometimes the card on the tray might have been like kind of positioned itself in a weird way, so now you're just trying to force it in there and it's wedging itself under the tray or above it, which is not something that you want to happen. Now once you insert these cards, they should start working right away, hence why it's prompting me to confirm my SIM card PIN. And once I have done so, it unlocks that SIM card. And SD card is working as well, as I already see notification for it right here. So there we go. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's begin with opening the app that will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever, just have the keyboard on the screen. And now we need to open the settings. So simply localize the settings icon, which should be in this upper ribbon, let's say, upper bar. However, if you cannot find it, no worries, just tap on this 4 dots icon to open more options and the settings should appear somewhere here. All right, so let me open the settings. Tap on it, and now we will be immediately transferred to the languages. So now all we need to do is to tap on Add Keyboard. And here we've been transferred to the full list of available keyboards from which we can choose. So we've got plenty of options to choose from. So just find the language and tap on it. For example, this one. And here we can choose the keyboard types. And to be honest, it strongly depends on the specific language, how many of them you will have here. So as you can see, in my case, I've got 1, but there are some languages where you will have like 10 different keyboard layouts. So just mark the option that you want to use and tap on Done. As you can see, we just successfully added our new language to the keyboard, and before I'll show you how to remove the language from this list, I'd like to also show you how to use the keyboard with 2 or more languages added. So let me go back to the keyboard, of course. And here we've got the information that everything was installed, and here we've got this pulsing icon, let's say, thanks to which we can change the keyboard layout. Right now we've got English, and now we can change it to Cherokee 1, for example. And as you can see, it will be applied. Moreover, yeah, as you can see, we've got also this next language option. So if you don't really want to tap on this keyboard, choose it from the list, you can also simply, let me tap on it, tap on this next language, so the globe icon, tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to this upper ribbon, let's say. It will replace one of those options, but if you're not really attached to it, then that's okay. And all you will need to do to change the language is to simply tap on this globe icon, and as you can see, you can do it quickly. All right, so to remove the language from this list, simply tap on this settings icon again, tap on the edit here in the right upper corner, mark the language that you want to remove, and tap on remove. And we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I will show you how you can format your SD card. So, to get started, you will want to open up your settings application, and in here, in the side panel, you're looking for storage. I think I already passed. Okay, I think I know where it is. On these devices, I believe it's going to be here. And the About Tablet storage. No, I can't click on that. Okay. Am I blind? Is the storage somewhere in here? No, let's just search for it. That's going to be probably the easiest way. So this? No. Oh, there we go. So general settings and storage manager. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So there we go. General settings. And in here, once you open it up, scroll down and you'll find SD card label, and this is below your SD card. So from here, you can just select erase SD card. It gives you a quick message. Formatting will erase all the content on the flash drive. In order to avoid loss of content, please perform this operation after your data has been backed up. So I don't actually have literally anything here. As you can see, there's like nothing. So I'm just gonna do this right now. But in your case, do back up your data so you don't remove something that you actually want to maintain. In any case, once you click on format, this begins the format, which is pretty quick. It should be right about, there we go, done. And we can click on the button, and that's it. It's now formatted and ready to be used once again. I also want to warn you, sometimes depending like where you used your card in, SD card specifically, when you format it, it might change the name of it. So don't be worried about it. The name here doesn't really matter. It's just certain devices name it in certain ways, but literally has no impact. But in any case, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can set up an alarm clock. First of all, you need to open Clock app and tap on Alarm at the top on the left. Then before doing anything, tap on those three dots at the top right corner and select Settings. This way you can access all of those under alarms and adjust them however you want to, like snooze. Then go back, and to create a new alarm, tap on this plus icon at the bottom on the right. Then set up an hour, hit OK, and make sure all of those options are perfectly adjusted to you. At the top, you can add label and save it by hitting OK. Then tap on days of the week you wanna set up, and to exclude any of them, tap on this plus icon and pick a date or a few you want to exclude. Hit OK. And to remove them later on, use Remove button next to the chosen ones. Now tap on this icon next to Vibrate to disable or enable it. And if you are using Google Assistant routine, you can use this plus icon to add your alarm to it. If you want to change sound of your alarm, click on this bell icon here. Pick any of those, or log in into YouTube Music or so Spotify if you have it. This way you can use music from it. You can also choose Add New here and pick any song from your tablet by tapping on the best one for you. I will go with one of those though. Like for example, Neon. Now, to hide all of those options, click at the top right corner of your alarm. To turn it on or off, use this switcher right next to it. To edit it in the future, just tap on it and make your changes. To delete it though, tap on it and use the Delete button at the bottom left corner of it. Then wait. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and let me share with you how to add the photo to contact in this device. So first of all, let's open your contact list, for example with the usage of the dialer. Now tap on this 3 bars icon and go to your contacts. So here we can find the contact that we would like to edit and tap on it. I'll pick this one and now tap on this edit icon, so pencil icon in the right upper corner. Because I've got the photo applied to the profile picture, to the profile basically, I will have this one here. However, if you do not have any kind of photo, you will see simply a shape of the person. So just tap on it, and your device will immediately transfer you to those sections from which you can choose the photo from. So your own gallery, you can open the camera app and take a photo of someone who's right in front of you. Google Photos, which are backed up photos, monogram, so you can use 1 or 2 letters, it's up to you. You can change the background color, you can change the font, so you can do a lot of things here. You can also use emoji instead of monogram. Just tap on the emoji and now you can use it, choose it from the list. There are plenty of options to choose from, for example this one. Moreover, right now it is emoji-like, and you can set it on the monochromatic way just by tapping on the switcher, and it is more icon-like. And the illustrations, which are free of charge, and they are available online, so if you do not have a photo of this person and you don't feel like you want to use monogram but you have no idea what to do, then I highly recommend to check those options because they are really fun. I think you can find something that resembles you of this person, maybe a place that you've been together or a favorite food or whatever. You can scroll down and here you've got plenty of categories from which you can choose. As you can see, there are a lot of collections. So just tap on the option here. You can change the you can use the presets, so and different colors. You can also crop the picture just by tapping on this option here, and it will appear in each option you will choose. So whether you will choose your photo or take a photo by the camera, you will be able to crop the picture. You can zoom it in or out. You can change the position of it, and thanks to it you can decide what you will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circles you can see here is responsible for it. So position it, the photo, just like you want to, and tap on choose in the right lower corner. Sorry. Here we've got our photo, so just tap on save in the right upper corner to actually save it, confirm it. And as you can see, this is how our contact will look like. And of course, you will see the changes on the contact list. All right, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in split screen view. Begin by selecting an app you want to use in this view and launch it in the background like that. Now hold it and select one of those options from the pop-up. In this case, split screen. When you click on it, it's time to select the second app by tapping on it here and enjoy using both at once. Now, if you want to, you can resize your apps by holding this line here and dragging one of them. You can use the same one by dragging one of your apps all the way to the right or to the left to exit split screen. You can also exit it by swiping both apps in the background, like that. That was a glitch. I will show you again. Like that. Most people missed out that you can also click on the 3 dots available at the top of any app you will use in split screen. This way, you can, for example, replace the chosen app, like that. You can also use this one in full screen view by clicking on left icon, or close chosen app by clicking on this icon on the right. This one. If you can't see 3 dots, tap at the top of your screen and they will show up. Now, one of my favorite features is switching from split screen to pop-up. To do that, you need to click on those 3 dots, like that, and select pop-up window icon, which is this one. Now you can operate in this app that's turned into a window. And if you want to close this one, just tap on Home button, go back to the background and click on your chosen app that still will be opened in pop-up view. If you wish to switch from pop-up to split, click on the same 3 dots, tap on split screen icon and select the second app. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can put this device into safe mode. So, to get started, you will want to turn or access the boot options. See, can we do that from here? No, we can't. So we're going to hold power button, and from the boot options you want to hold power off. As you can see, when you do, it changes into reboot to safe mode with a quick message. Do you want to reboot into safe mode? This will disable all third-party applications that you have installed. They will be restored when you reboot again. We're just going to click on OK. And let's wait for the device to boot back up, as it is restarting right now. Okay, so you can see we are now back in Android, and specifically the safe mode, which you can see right over here. Now in this mode, only the installed applications that come with the device will function right now, and any other application that you've installed like on this page, there's actually applications, but well, we can't see them. Oh. I was thinking that maybe if I click on an empty space that would help it, but so typically there are applications here, but because we're in safe mode and these applications don't fall into the default category, they are now just kind of hidden away. Now this mode is designed for troubleshooting purposes. Let's, as an example, give one that if you're an app developer, you created some kind of application right now that you're testing, and well, it's not going too well, and the application is running in the background and completely screwing about your usability of your device. You can boot it into safe mode, and that application can no longer do anything in this mode, as it cannot start, it cannot run in the background, do anything. And from there you can manage it, delete it, or do whatever. Now, even though the application is invisible right here, to delete applications that you maybe want to get rid of, you need to go into the settings, and in settings into apps, and then all apps, and they will be listed right here. So once you find the app that you want to get rid of, well, this one can be deleted. See, maybe this. You can see we have uninstall option right here. Now, once you're done with this mode and you want to go back to the normal one, hold the power button once more, and this time around just simply select reboot. So you can see we are now back in the normal mode, but there is one more thing that I want to point out when you boot back into the normal mode, which is the fact that when you boot into safe mode first, the device automatically turns on airplane mode, but it does not automatically turn it off when you go back to the normal mode. So swipe down from the top of your screen and find this toggle somewhere in this list. You can also swipe down on it, but for me it's right at the top. So when you click on it, it will connect to your mobile network, to Wi-Fi's, and re-enable Bluetooth and some other things. So there we go. Now with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I will show you how you can import your contacts from the SIM card to the device. So, to get started, you will want to open up your standalone contacts application, like this one right here. And next, we're going to navigate to Organize tab right over here. And you want to select Manage SIM. Now, if you're signed into a Google account, this will be actually at the very bottom of the list. And once you click on it, it will display all the contacts that are located on your SIM card, which by default, they would all be selected. Now, if you see some of the contacts on your end that are deselected and grayed out, don't worry. These contacts have been already imported to your device, and this application is just detecting that the name and the number match a contact that already exists. So it's preventing you from importing duplicates. Now, additionally, you might also see a bit of a difference. For you, there might be a drop-down menu right over here, which allows you to choose between your Google accounts or the device. Now, I recommend importing your contacts to the device itself and not to Google. And the reason for that are just primarily based in security and privacy. When importing contacts to the cloud, you're basically giving access to Google to all the contacts that you're importing, which therefore means that you're giving away personal information that don't belong to you. Therefore, Google is just kind of skipping consent by getting it from someone else. Now, that is the most backwards bullshit logic I have ever heard of a company trying to find consent by asking you for it. That, it doesn't belong to you. But hey, you know what? With this kind of logic, I give you the consent to rob Google's headquarters. I mean, if they only need a consent from some random ass person for someone else's information, then I should be able to also do the same thing. I should also be, as a random ass person, give consent to you to do whatever the you want with Google's, I don't know, headquarters, for instance. It sounds retarded, but that's their logic there. So anyway, that's why I recommend importing contacts to the device itself and skipping Google altogether. Now in here, you can deselect some of the contacts that you may not want, and from there click on import. Now there's two things that, one thing that usually you might see, which is a pop-up once you import your contacts, which will tell you to delete imported contacts from your SIM card to clear storage. Contacts that haven't been imported won't be affected. Now this message is an absolute diabolical bullshit from Google, again trying to get into your data. So by deleting contacts off of your SIM card, they're trying to remove your copy of the contacts that you store, so later on they can bait you into importing your contacts to the cloud by being like, ooh, there is no backups of the contacts that you have on your device. It would be a shame if they get lost, so how about you back them up? So obviously this is just manipulative bullshit right there from Google trying to delete them. And additionally, the pop-up right there is moronic. They're trying to get rid of your contacts from the card that is designed to only store contacts. You know what, while I'm at it with this logic, I might as well go to my car, get a rubber hose and siphon out some of the gas from it so I can go to a gas station and put more gas in it. So that's kind of... with this kind of logic, obviously you want to keep those contacts. They don't get in your way, and they're there on a physical card that you can put into other devices to import them as well. So you have a hard backup of your contacts. No need to delete that. Now once you import your contacts and go to the list itself, you will be able to find all of your contacts right here. And in addition, you can click where it says device on the drop down menu and choose between other sources where you might have contacts. Now I don't have anything else in here, but you would normally see your Google accounts listed in here, and you can choose whichever one you want. And if you have multiple, it will either give you all contacts option, device, or Google. So you can select whichever one you want. But anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I will show you how you can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, you'll first want to swipe down from the top of your screen. If you have the separation between toggles and notifications, unlike me, you'll want to swipe down from the specifically right side of the display. And this will reveal just the toggles at that point. Or if you have both of them at the same time like me, you can swipe down from anywhere, it still reveals them. Now, in this section right here, you want to swipe down again to extend the list of visible toggles and locate the Do Not Disturb mode, which typically has a moon icon, and for me it is located right over here. But if you can't find it anywhere in this list, you can click right here next to the settings on this little paper clip or paper sticky note kind of thing, and this will at the bottom allow you to add additional toggles. So look for this text, hold and drag to add tiles. Everything below that are toggles that you can add. So let's say I want to add this one. You would hold it and the text right here will change, and I can just drag it around, drop it above that text, and when I go back, you can see it's now added into this list. So let's find our Do Not Disturb mode again right here. Hold it this time as well, and this will take us to the settings. I recommend navigating here at least once, just so you can see how it is set by default. And in here we have things like, for instance, people. You can select who will be able to call you or message you, with calls having an additional option like allow repeated calls. So if someone calls you twice within a 3-minute period here, it will bypass whatever you have selected right here. This is a good option in case of emergencies. Now, in here, as you can see, you also can select who can normally call you. So we have things like favorite contacts, all the contacts in your list, anyone outside of contacts list as well, and literally no one. Now again, if you select no one, this option bypasses that regardless, so be aware of that. Messages has the same options minus the repeated calls. Now we have some other things like, for instance, apps, alarms, and other interruptions. So you can select which applications and what would be excluded from this mode. Now below that we have schedule. I want to click on that, and we have, by the looks of it, 2 in here already. One called sleeping and one being events. Now, typically, when you click on the text, you can edit the ones that are, for instance, included, like the sleeping one. And you can also see that it's set to run every single day of the week, starting at 10 p.m., ending at 7 a.m. So you can edit that to whatever you want, and you can enable it in here if you want to, or you can create your own new ones by clicking on the plus right there, so add more, and you can select also in here event, time, or driving. Driving would be automatically launched, I believe, if you toggle this on, like these ones, when the device detects that you're actually driving with it, obviously. So it would know it based on, for instance, speed and location. But I'm only going to talk about right now the timed one, which is the normal schedule mode. You can label it to whatever you want, add, select whatever days of the week you want. So let's say I just want to exclude a Wednesday. And we can select start time, end time, and that's it. It's now set, and it's also already enabled. You can also see right here it's enabled. So once the day of the week and start time rolls around, this will automatically turn on the toggle and then also automatically turn it off. Now, going back in here, we also have the display options for filter notifications, just notifications. And lastly, and one that I like the most, is the duration for quick settings. This option will define what happens when you press on the toggle right here manually. Normally, it will be running indefinitely till you tap on it again to turn it off. But we have some other options that we can utilize in here, like for instance a specific timer. So let's say I want to have it so it only runs for 4 hours every single time I tap on the toggle, at which point it would turn itself off even when I forget about it. Or I can have these two options show up every time with the last option. So let's just click on that and just demonstrate it. You can see now I have these two options. I can change the timer right here at my will every time. So say 3 hours, turn on, disable, 2 hours. And you can obviously turn it off before the timer runs out. Now I personally myself prefer this option, set it up to 4 hours. As 4 hours, I find it that it covers literally every kind of need I would have for it, plus time extra. And when I forget about it, the device will turn it off for me, which is nice because otherwise it would by default run indefinitely till you remember to turn it off. And as you see me already do, to turn on your Do Not Disturb mode, all you need to do is find this toggle, simply tap on it, and you're good to go. And once you're done with it, you can also tap on it again to turn it off. And if you selected a timer like me, then it's going to turn itself off even when you forget about it. So, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will first want to open up the content that you wish to capture. I'll be using home screen as an example for this, which is already open and visible. But whatever you want to capture on your end, just make sure that it is visible on the screen. And once it is, you will just need to press the power button and volume down at the same time, like so. Get a pop-up with share, delete, and scroll option. The scroll option is grayed out because there is nothing really to scroll down on. But if you were to open up something like a website, So this potentially should be scrollable. Let's quickly check. Nope, apparently it's also not. Okay. It's kind of odd though. If this isn't scrollable, then what the hell is? Well, whatever. In any case, so that's the options. And once you capture any of your screenshots, you can find them in your Photos application. If you are signed into a Google account, you will actually have it a little bit differently organized than I do. Now, I don't have a Google account signed in, so right now in the Photos tab, it actually shows me albums. So we can see screen recorder, screenshots, camera. Typically, when you are signed in, the Photos tab actually becomes the Photos tab with only photos and videos captured by the camera being visible. And then you get another button, Collections, right under Photos, which will take you to Albums. And in Albums, you'll be able to find that screenshot album. So you can just click on it, like the text icon right here, and it will show you all the screenshots that you've captured. So you can see here are the 3 different ones that I captured throughout the video. But I do want to also talk about one more thing, which could potentially be important to some people. So you won't be able to capture screenshots of every application. There are some apps that disable this by, I believe, blocking a feature called screen pinning. I could be wrong how it's called, but it doesn't really matter. Now, this affects screenshots and screen recording the same way. And it is designed to protect the privacy and security of the user. It is used, for the most part, by bank applications, which try to protect, obviously, your funds. And if you imagine that maybe you have some kind of malware on your device that is trying to use screen recording or screenshots to try to see what kind of pins or passwords you use to sign into your bank, and then, share that with themselves so they can log into your account on their end, you can imagine how that would be very detrimental to the security of your bank. But because this feature exists, screenshots are just straight up blocked, and screen recordings provide them with a black screen, which is great for you, as a, from being hacked, obviously. Now, this is also being used by applications that, in my opinion, have zero business using it, like streaming platforms. Literally all of them. So they do it not to protect the privacy and security of the user, they do it to protect themselves from piracy. Like it's your business that their content is being pirated. You, as a user of your own device, should not give 2 fucks about someone else's piracy problems. It is not yours, and you being treated automatically as a filthy pirate, because God forbid you want to capture a screenshot of a show, I genuinely think you should automatically cancel your subscriptions for this bullshit kind of behavior. And because I genuinely despise this, because it is your goddamn right, and capturing a screenshot or even clips through a screen recording do not automatically, should not be considered or are not considered as piracy. It's the act of actually sharing the entire thing that would be piracy. But if you want to capture a screenshot, it's your goddamn right. It's called fair use, and you're allowed to do so. But these cons basically block you from doing so. So I'm going to be showing you how you can kind of circumvent that, as well as circumvent some other things. So anyway, we're going to open up our browser. And in here, I'm going to just kind of go to a Google search like this one, pstream.mov alternatives. Pstream used to be a site that I was showing for this kind of purpose, but because that site no longer exists, the site is kind of unusable. And instead, now I'm just kind of showing you how to find different sites that do achieve the same goal as the site right here that no longer works. So even when website that you would be using gets taken down, you always know how to find a new one. And one that I will be showing you here, or which you will be able to see in a video, even when those are taken down, you also know how to find different ones. Now, this is one way you can search for it. You can also search through something like, I don't know, free alternatives to Netflix or Spotify or Hulu, whatever else you want to do, right? So primarily, you're going to be looking for Reddit. That's where useful information is actually located when it comes down to this. And look at that, there's a couple of different links right here located that you can utilize to access different websites that do achieve the same thing, which is allow you to view content from all of these platforms through a browser without needing an account, without needing a subscription. And because it's running through a browser, you can capture screenshots or recordings of it however you want, whenever you want, and it never gets blocked, as it's the application that would need to block it, which would be Google Chrome in this case, and not the website itself that defines it. So you're basically straight up circumventing the garbage kind of this decision of a, I don't know, Netflix, for instance. And you regain the ability to capture what you would want to capture for, I don't know, maybe you want a screenshot of something that you wanted to share with your friends because it's a funny thing, which you are allowed to do so. That's what fair use is for. So there we go. In any case, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can enable your power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top of your screen, or from the top right side specifically, if you have the separation between notifications and toggles. If they both normally show up at the same time for you, obviously you don't, just like for me. And somewhere in here, I want to swipe down. This will, as you can see, extend the list of visible toggles, hopefully revealing our power saving mode or battery saver as it's named right here. I'm going to quickly do a little check if there is other one. And I don't see one in here, another one, but if you don't see this toggle anywhere, you can actually add it by clicking right here and then scroll down, and everything below this text right here are toggles that can add additionally. And I'm still looking for one different toggle, but it's not here. Now, to add any of the toggles, such as for instance the battery saver, once you find it here, you just hold it. The text right here changes, and as you can see, once it does, you can just drag this, grab the toggle around, drag it to the top here above that text, and when you go back, it stays. Well, there we go. Add it. So let's find our battery saver right here, and we can just tap on it to turn it on. As you can see, it reduces the screen brightness. It also turns on dark theme, and we'll do some other things, like for instance reduce screen refresh rate, but I don't even remember if this has high refresh rate. If it's just 60, and nothing will really change. Now there's also some other things that will be happening in the background which aren't disclosed right here. Let's see if we hold it. Will it say a little bit more about it? Okay, there we go. So we have, let me just turn it off as it's easier for me to see in, you know, white background. So we have things like turn on battery saver to extend standby time. When enabled, visual effects are reduced and apps activity is restricted until the battery is sufficiently charged. Which, oh, there we go. So we do have what it refers to, sufficiently charged, which is, this option is enabled by default. It will automatically turn off power saving mode when you start charging your device and it reaches 90% or more. Now there's one info in here that is very important, which will be the app activity. What it means is that when you enable this mode, like I just did, things like Wi-Fi and mobile data will be, for the most part, turned off, or applications will be disabled from being able to access it when you're not using your device. So when it's locked like so, not being used for a couple of minutes, it will go into sleep mode, let's say, and therefore disconnect. And any application that would normally require internet connection to send you notifications, such as for instance WhatsApp, it will not be able to give you those notifications or messages as long as you're not using the device. When you wake it up, unlock it, it would potentially either allow these applications to check for those updates, or you'd also potentially need to maybe open the application up for this to happen. Something that you will probably learn from using the device in power saving mode, but it's something to be very aware of, as most devices utilize some kind of form of this feature. So if you rely on your notifications being delivered to you right on time when they're being sent, this will be crucial to you. Now, I'm going to check one more thing in here if it does mention it, but it looks like it does not. But going also back in here, we have some other options. So we can set up so the battery saver mode turns on its own through this slider right here. So when your battery is at 25% as it's set right now, it will automatically toggle it on. You can change this if you want to anywhere between 5 to 75%, to whatever you want. And yeah, it just kind of automatically turns it on, so it makes it a little bit more hands-free. Now we have also toggles that will reduce power consumption, like switch off a live wallpaper if you use that. If you don't, it literally has no effect. And dark mode also, if you already use dark mode, even in normal mode, this again has really no impact on you. Now I want to quickly check on the side right here by going into battery specifically. There we go. So it tells me right now that I'm going to be getting about a day of battery life. Now turning that off, see if this changes. And it does. So it tells you right here the amount of battery life that you get. And to be fair, that's pretty bad. So we went from 1 day with power saving mode to 21 hours. So you get a measly 3 hours of battery life when the device is almost fully charged. Meaning that when the battery falls to about half, so like 50%, right? You're getting about 1.5 hours of battery life in power saving mode. So needless to say, if this kind of battery saving right here is accurate, what it labels right here, which I would recommend checking out, if you know how quickly the battery discharges with each one of these modes. So if it's accurate, obviously the battery saver right here is kind of useless, to be completely honest. Now we do have, let's see, some other things. No, maximum charging limit. So I'm still looking for one last option, but it's not here. So this device only comes with normal power saving mode, and it does not have any kind of ultra power saving modes, which could potentially extend your battery life past them easily, 3 hours. But unfortunately, nothing like that is here. So anyway, that about sums it up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me, I have the Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. I'm just taking out a couple of the cards in the meantime because they won't be needed. Anyway, so to get started, we're not actually going to begin with resetting. I'm first going to touch upon the fact that this does delete all of your data from your device. So I do want to show you a couple of ways you can back up your data so you don't permanently lose it. If you don't care for that, you can skip forward by like 5 minutes or so to where I will actually begin the reset. So to back up your device, you can do it in a couple different ways, though Lenovo itself provides you with one. So if we go into settings, and then I believe it's going to be general management and backup. Yep, a backup right here. I'm going to go back. You will see Google Backup. Now, I personally don't use this myself. I don't like it, but it's up to you. And if you don't have any other option, then this one is as good as you can get, literally. And what it allows you to do is back up your photos and videos. So literally everything that Google can feed to their AI algorithm so they can train it better. And then under other device data, we have things like call history, device settings, app data, applications themselves, SMS, MMS messages, and yeah, that's about it. Now, I do want to talk about this from a privacy standpoint foremost. For photos and videos, like I mentioned, when you upload them to the cloud, Google has access to them, which they probably do use it to train AI and image generations and stuff like that, which I just generally don't like it. Also, additionally, the Google and photo, the video and photo backup is limited up to 15 gigabytes of data, as this is your free storage that you get with your Google account. If you want more, if you need more, you need to pay extra. And any kind of photos and videos that exceed the 15 gigabytes that you already used get left behind. Now, when it comes down to other one, contacts, call histories, and so on. Again, contacts, call histories, these fall again under just kind of gathering data for selling this data so they can, you know, make profit from advertisements and shit like that, targeted advertisements, so on. So by context itself, I generally dislike this, and I wouldn't recommend doing so, because by importing context, you're generally giving away someone else's personal information without their consent. And Google is basically utilizing the fact that you're consenting to it, so it's fine for you to give consent for someone else. It's moronic and I hate it. So I generally, that's why I hate Google's backup, and I don't recommend it. But one that's even more bullshit and annoying is this one, the applications themselves. So when Google does a backup of application, it only backs up, and it's disgusting to even say that it's a backup. It's completely a lie. It's never backing up shit when it comes down to applications. But it only does this to its own applications that came from Play Store. Any other application that came from God knows where else, well, that gets ignored. If it didn't come from Play Store, it's not Google's concern. Which I thought that the point of a backup is to create a copy of things that is stored on my device, which includes applications that are listed right here. So I don't know why there's a fucking caveat for this. But in any case, that's one thing. And number two, even when you have an application backed up, again, calling it a backup is generous, that came from Play Store. Let's say that application is Yuzu Emulator. Well, Google, that application is no longer on Play Store. I think it was Yuzu Emulator. It doesn't really matter. But it was an emulator of Nintendo Switch games. And Nintendo lawyers, basically assembled like the Avengers and took it down and took it upon themselves to make sure that every shred of data of this thing is removed from existence. So yeah, that application is no longer available on Play Store. And even though you have it on your device because you downloaded it before that happened, when you do this backup, which supposedly backs up the applications, well, when you're restoring it, it doesn't restore this shitty application, or, well, application isn't shitty, but it doesn't restore this application through the shitty process. There we go, that's what I meant to say. Because it never actually created a backup of this application. What it did is just give itself a little sticky note that this tablet had this application and I will need to re-download it later on. But by re-downloading it, it's going to do it from Play Store. And if Play Store no longer has this application, it just kind of, does a little shrug and, oh well, too bad. Sucks to suck. And you're kind of left without an application anymore, which you supposedly backed up, which Google told you it's backing up. So I hate this. But luckily we have some other alternatives that we can utilize, hopefully, which just completely ignore Google and give you a much better, seamless kind of process of backing up your data that isn't, particularly keen on trying to get as much personal data from you so it can sell it. And that would be in case you're either moving to a new device or if you have an old one. But that wouldn't be a Lenovo. So as an example, if you have something like a Samsung old tablet, phone, or whatever, or even new one, you can use what Samsung devices come with, which is an application called Smart Switch. That's Samsung's own application used to help you move data from older devices, that be it, for instance, Lenovo's, as long as you download that application through Play Store, to Samsung devices. And it does a very good job at it. And like I said, it's not picky where the data came from. If you select that you want to move your call history or applications, it's going to move your calls or applications. And it's not being picky about it because, oh no, this came from GitHub. I don't want this. It doesn't really matter. So it's a greater option. But like I said, not every brand will allow you to do this. Lenovo, for instance, I don't think comes with such an application, and it's the manufacturer that needs to create this application. So Samsung has their own smart switch. There are other brands like, for instance, Xiaomi, which has Mi Mover. Oppo and OnePlus have, I think, Clone Phone. Realme also has their own, which I don't remember the name of it. Motorola has Moto Mover, I think something along those lines. You can basically check on Google what brand of the device you have and search for cloning applications from this brand. And you will find it. And that's basically what you'd be using. Now, this kind of application would be used or the device that you already have, like an old one or new one, depending on where you want to move your data, you would be using the application of the phone you're moving the data towards. So like I said, the device that you're going to be moving the data to already needs to have this built in. Lenovo unfortunately doesn't have this, so if you have a Lenovo phone or tablet, I don't think you can do this because there is no such an application here, I believe. But in any case, that's about it. So once you back up your device this way, you can then move to the actual reset. So let's open up our settings, and again, we're going to go to General Management. There we go. And at the very bottom, you have Reset Options. Click on it and then choose Erase All Data Factory Reset. This presents you with the data that will be removed by this process, and yeah, we don't need to look into that. We already backed up our device, hopefully, so we can select Erase All Data. Now, if you have some kind of screen lock, you will need to confirm it after you press on this, as it will show up, and once you confirm it, you will get this page right here, which you can then select Erase All Data again, and this will now begin factory resetting your device. Now, this process will take about 2 minutes or so to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can record screen on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen. Now, if you have the separation between toggles and the notifications, you will want to swipe down from the right side specifically. I have both of them, so it doesn't really matter. Now, somewhere in this area right here, we can swipe down on it, and this will extend the list, showing us a bunch of toggles, hopefully revealing our screen recording toggle. Now, if this isn't visible anywhere in this list, you can actually add it by clicking right here on this little box and then finding it somewhere below right here, below the text, hold and drag to add tiles. So everything right here, whatever you want to add, you just hold it. The text right above this one here changes, and you can see now you can drag it around, you can drag it above that text, drop it, and when you go back, this will stay added. So now with the toggle being present in this list, we can hold it again, at least the first time around, and this will take you to the settings. In here, we're looking for the screen recorder right here, and you want to probably start off with the resolution and change it to high. I believe high is actually 1080p, so yeah, that's going to be a better option than presumably 720. We also have screen recording shortcuts, so press and hold the power button and volume up button to basically start recording and stop recording. It's turned off, we don't really need it, we do have the toggle right here. And next we have sound source. So we have a couple options: no sound, equipment sound, equipment meaning the tablet itself, microphone, and both. Now, if you're planning to record both, I would recommend using some kind of headphones for this, earbuds or anything like that, as what would typically happen is when you're recording both the system sound gets recorded internally. And then it gets played through the speakers after it's already been recorded, at which point the microphone might pick it up second time, which would create an unwanted echo effect on your screen recording. And we also have display touch positions. This will record a semi-transparent gray dot where your finger was touching the display. I'll enable this just so you can see how that looks like on the recording. So with everything set up, we can just close this. Let's find the toggle once more and simply tap on it this time. And you can see it's right here. So we're going to click on the red circle, which will begin recording. And whatever you'll do right now will be recorded. Now, I do want to see if we have some kind of crappy applications right here, but it looks like we don't. Okay, so I'm just going to open up, let's see, files as an example right here. Now, once you're done recording, you can click right here again, and this will save the recording. And we can click on the X to get rid of this overlay. So now to view the screen recording, open up your Photos application, and you might see your screen recording on the first page, but actually if you are signed into a Google account, you probably won't. What you will see instead is Collections, I think, as a tab right here. And when you click on it in this collection, there will be one called Screen Recorder. So it's basically albums. Now you can see it right here, the text. So I can click on this and this will actually take me to that album as well. But these disappear in this tab specifically, meaning Photos tab, when you are signed into your Google account. And anyway, from here we can just view our screen recording. Now, I do want to quickly talk about one more thing, which I wasn't really able to show right here, but you might experience it occasionally, which is some applications choose to black screen recordings and screenshots. It's the same feature used for both screenshots and screen recordings, so they only do one blocking for both, basically. Now, this is typically done to protect the privacy and security of the user, meaning you, and it's used for the most part by bank applications. So bank applications obviously usually hold your funds, so it's kind of nice that they do try to protect it. And if you ever somehow manage to have a virus on your tablet that is using screenshots or screen recordings to try to see what kind of pins or passwords you're using to sign into, well, let's say, your bank, you can imagine how that would be very bad for the security of that application. So when you open up that application and you need to sign in, such a crappy malware trying to get this, what it gets is just straight up a black screen as a recording when that application is open. And screenshots cannot even be taken. So that's really nice. But I do want to say there are other applications that have no business using this, like streaming platforms. They don't do it to protect your privacy and security. They actually do it to protect themselves from piracy. And they're making it your job on your device that you paid money for, responsible for protecting them from such a thing. Now, you should not care whatsoever about piracy problems of a platform. You're paying them. You're not responsible for their security. If you are, you should be taking a security consultant fee for it. And you're not. So, therefore, completely ignore this bullshit and find other ways to capture what you want to. As capturing content on, for instance, Netflix, through screenshots or screen recordings is not illegal. Just because an application makes it automatically clumps you up as a filthy little pirate because you're trying to do something that they wouldn't want you to, it doesn't make you a criminal right away. It's as long as you're, you can capture it, and as long as you don't share it, it's fine. And also, if you capture only, let's say, like 30 seconds or so, it falls under fair use. So you can even share that as well, so it doesn't matter. So it's just, applications trying to enforce their bullshit, even though they have zero ground on to kind of try to do that. And because I find it that you are the owner of your own device, as you paid for it, not for instance, Netflix, they should have zero say in this. But because they try to, I'm going to be showing you alternative ways of capturing this kind of content. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be using Netflix for this because once an application blocks it, you can't really do anything with that. But what you can do instead is open up your browser. Now, let me just get rid of this. Got it. So, in here, I'm going to be showing you how to find websites that will allow you to view this content. It will be done through the browser without needing any kind of account, subscription, or any kind of other garbage. Because as long as you're already paying for, let's say, Netflix, let's be honest, you shouldn't be paying for another subscription to still capture what you would want to. And it's, you know, screenshots and stuff like that, you can share it however you want. It literally isn't illegal. It's not piracy. So you're good to go. And if you're paying for this content on Netflix that you're trying to capture right now through this method, again, you're already paying for the service, so you're not really pirating it. Now, what I'm going to be showing you here is a kind of a, let's say, search term. Now, I'm going to be using pstream, stream.mov alternatives as a search term. Now, pstream was a site that I used to show, but no longer works. Now, just because that site is taken down, doesn't mean that the info behind it is as well. So, by searching for alternatives to this, I can find other sites that achieve the same exact thing. Now, additionally, you can also try to search for things like, for instance, free alternatives to Netflix or Hulu, or whatever platform you're using, right? And primarily, you're going to be looking for Reddit. Now, you can technically look at AI overviews, but that would give you absolutely nothing. The only good recommendation in here, as far as I can tell, is the Streamio right here. But that on its own is not even that great. It's through using a plugin like Torrentio, but at that point, that is piracy. And that is illegal. So I'm not going to be talking about that one or recommending it, because in here we get better options. When you click on it, you can see there are some amazing users that basically give you a couple options right here. So links to different sites that do the same thing. And like I said, depending on how you search for it, you might find different examples here to different sites. And that's good because not all of them work the same way. Some of them are annoying trash that has a lot of ads on it, trying to, you know, basically get as much ad revenue as they possibly can. So probably stay away from those. They're just annoying, and they will work basically shittier than the already crappy kind of Netflix or other thing, right? So you might as well find one that does the thing correctly and doesn't try to open up a new tab that is taking you for every freaking click on a screen, so it can, you know, get ad revenue from every literal interaction. You're already paying for the damn service, so you might as well not be paying it with your time as well. But going back to this, once you find a site that you like and open up content that you want to capture, you can do so as it's running through the browser. And browsers don't block it. So whatever you open up in it, you're free to capture. Now, anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Lenovo Tab K11 Plus, and today I'll show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top right side of your screen if you have the separation between toggles and notifications. I don't, so I can just swipe down from anywhere on the top of the screen. Now, once you have your toggles visible, you can swipe down right here again, and this will extend the list of visible toggles, hopefully revealing the hotspot one. For me, it is right over here. Looks like a chain link. Now, if you can't find this toggle anywhere in this list, you can add it by clicking right here on this box, and then scrolling to the bottom, where you'll find hold and drag to add the tiles. So everything below this text are toggles that you can add. So let's say I want to, let's just say this is the hotspot one. I would hold it, text above here will change, and when it does, I can now drag it around to the top, drop it, and when I just click somewhere on my screen and go back, it stays added, as you can see, in this list. Now, once you have the hotspot visible in here, you want to hold it, and this will quickly take you to the settings. Now, you want to do this at least once, and reason for that is, under the hotspot settings, you will find a completely randomly generated password. Now, you can use this one, but you know what? I recommend just getting rid of it, and then setting up your own new password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length, and that can be letters, numbers, both, or it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna choose just numbers for the simplicity's sake. As long as it's 8 in length, that's great. And we have some other options in here, like turn off hotspot automatically when no devices are connected, which is pretty nice, though this doesn't happen instantly. I think it has like a 5 or 10 minute counter for it. We have also speeds, which I'm pretty sure there's only going to be like 2 of them, surprisingly, actually. And 5 being selected right now for me, which I don't think is the default. So let me go into this a little bit, because this could be potentially useful to some people. So 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. The higher the number usually here, you can see, the better the frequency or the type of hotspot that you're going to be creating will be. Now, it's not just kind of all sunshine and rainbows, depending on, you see the highest number here, that's what you're going to select. That doesn't mean that your device that you're going to be connecting to this hotspot with actually supports it. So there's some downside to this. So I generally like to select 2.4 myself, just because this gives me freedom to never need to care if the device that I'm going to be using to connect to this hotspot with is like capable of supporting something else. As long as the device that I'm using has literally just Wi-Fi connectivity, I can be sure it supports this one. Now, the same kind of logic doesn't apply to 5 gigahertz, as only newer devices will be able to support the 5 gigahertz. It is better, but if a device was released sometimes, way back, this technology or this frequency wasn't used back then. And devices are backwards compatible, but not forwards compatible. So devices that are like, Wi-Fi only labeled, they support 2.4, but nothing above that. Now, devices that have some kind of numbers behind the Wi-Fi label, like Wi-Fi, 6, 6E, those will support the highest kind of like higher number that we have right here, and everything behind that as well. Now, to be more specific, Wi-Fi 2.4 is just labeled as Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, the 5 gigahertz one itself, is moronically labeled as Wi-Fi 6, while Wi-Fi 6, the 6 gigahertz alternative of this, which isn't here even, so this device isn't capable of that, but there are devices that are. So the 6 gigahertz ones are labeled with Wi-Fi 6E. I know there could have been, a better way to name this, like, I don't know, Wi-Fi 5 for the 5 gigahertz frequency, but the alliance there is a little bit, smoking some crack or some shit, so who knows. But that's basically what it is. Now, like I was mentioning, for the most part, you will want to probably stick with the lowest one, as this just gives you the best compatibility. And the benefits of going with a faster one, like faster speeds, and also there are some other upgrades over that, like lower latencies, higher bandwidth of data, the more devices can be connected at a given moment. This primarily refers to the Wi-Fi itself, not really the capability of the tablet. But for the most part, you're always going to be limited by your mobile network, as hotspot runs through your mobile network. And if your mobile network provider gives you, 1 megabyte per second of data, just because 5 gigahertz can go up to a gigabit or even more, right? Cool, you can get hundreds or 1,000 times faster connectivity in a way, but it doesn't take away from the fact that your mobile provider gives you 1 megabit and that's all you get. You're still going to be sharing that 1 megabit that you're receiving. You can't give more than you're getting. So that's usually what the bottleneck right here is, and why I just like to stick with the 2.4. It's well in its capabilities, and in terms of versatility, it's just better than the improved one. Now, this only applies to tablets itself, or tablets to devices like this itself, and not really generally for Wi-Fi routers. For Wi-Fi routers, by all means, go with a higher number. But anyway, that's really all there is for options. So we're just going to close this up, and let's find the toggle once more, and we're just going to tap on it. Now, I do want to quickly take a look and pay attention. We have right now Wi-Fi on, so if I turn this on, it stays on. Okay. So you can see it's right now enabled as I did tap on it, so I can now connect to it with other devices and use the network from this device on at once. So it's now acting as basically a router. And in here, it actually potentially could be using your Wi-Fi connection if you have one right now, while using the hotspot. But if you don't, which usually you're using hotspot because you don't have Wi-Fi, right? You're going to be going through your mobile network. And there's one more thing that I want to talk about this, just in case it might be very important to you. Obviously, a lot of providers give you a specific data cap of how much you can use per month. And based on that, by using hotspot and using it through mobile network specifically, you're going to be utilizing that limit. So typically, at least my experience is, if you have like a limit, for instance, for me, it was, I believe, 3 gigabytes back then. Now I have uncapped, but back then it was, I believe, 3 gigabytes per month. When I would surpass that number, or get to that 3 gigabytes used, what would happen is my provider would just almost cut me off from any kind of mobile network. And therefore, they didn't fully cut it off. They were giving me like a couple kilobytes per second, which is, for current standards, almost unusable. It's just like idling applications use that much. So I would need to literally retry to load into something several times, and it would eventually do this, but it's just pain. So if you're planning to do this, I would potentially recommend maybe setting up some kind of data cap limit. So when you get to, your whatever you set up as your limit, you don't use up all of your data. So later on, when you have some kind of need for it, I don't know, you maybe need to order yourself an Uber or something like that to get back home, right? You can take down that data limit, order yourself Uber easily without needing to, reload it multiple times and wait minutes for it, and then just re-enable it again. And to do so, you just go into your settings, and from there we're going to go into, I believe it's more connections. I can't be certain. Let's see. Looks like it's not in here. Let's try mobile network, and here we have, oh, there we go. Data warning and limit. That's what you want to check out. So in here, you have a warning, which is, I believe, enabled on every device by default, and it's set to 2 gigabytes. Now, what you can do also is set up a data limit itself. So it's like a hard limit. Yep. And you can, again, set it up to whatever you want. If you have something like, let's say, 5 gigabytes of data per month from your provider, I would actually set it up to be 4 point, let's say, 8, and set. So at this point, when I use almost all of it, the device will just straight up cut me away from network. And when I would need to load something up, like really load it up, and time is crucial and stuff like that, I can go back into the settings, turn this off, and then use up 200 megabytes left of my data per month. And this resets monthly. So you can set up specifically right here on what day of the month you get rebilled. And at that day specifically right here, your device will reset this, the usage right here, back to 0. Meaning, this number will stay permanent as it is to 4.8, like I set it up. But how much you used in a month will be reset back to 0. So you can, again, at that point, use the full number that you have specified right here. And this will be particularly useful, specifically if your provider tends to give you more limit when you surpass your original one by charging you extra for it. Then definitely set this up. And this will prevent you from overusing your mobile network through hotspot, therefore saving you from extra costs and pains later on if you want to just use the actual mobile network without the hotspot. One last thing to mention is, once you're done using your hotspot, you can also turn it off by tapping on the toggle like so to disable it, which preserves your battery life just a little bit. Even though the hotspot turns off on its own after a couple of minutes, you can do that a little bit earlier, just getting an extra percent or less than that of battery that you would use when it's running. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.